everyone. I think I decided to do black on the top, so let's get to it. My first coat, I like to have it really nice and thin. Don't waste any paint, just spread it right out. I always go with the grain. After you get it on there, then smooth out your brush strokes. You see the paint looks a little dry as I'm spreading it out, because I want to use the least amount of paint as possible. I want to stretch it out as far as I can. Get it on there and really work it on. There's no reason to waste paint. You can basically paint anything with a very, very small amount of paint. This is going to soak right into the grain because this is raw wood. That's it. See, you want it nice and thin. Come back and fix that edge. And I also have to be careful because I have my heater blowing right on this. Basically, when you spread the paint out after you're done, when you go back over and brush it, that's called laying it out. So it's nice and smooth. So get it on there. Then I like to bring it back to the wet edge. And what's nice about this, it's actually bringing some of the grain through, so the grain won't be totally filled with paint. You can actually see the wood grain. So the problem I had was this wood, if you watch the rest of the video, is from a end table, and I used the undersides of the end table because they were raw wood. Well, they were more raw than the tops. The tops were actually finished. But the color was different on both pieces of wood, and I tried to sand off the dark color, so maybe I could do these both neutral, but it wouldn't come off. You would have to remove so much wood, then it would make the tops not even. So always finish it off with nice long strokes. And the end grain always takes up more paint. It's like little straws. So come back here, get rid of the overlap you did, and that's it. We'll give this another minute to dry, and we'll come back and put another coat. In between coats, I always take a wet rag. I just wrap the end, cover my paint. That way there. I'm going to be using it right away, so yeah, that's the best way to do it. Just keep a bucket of water in your shop, and that keeps it moist. Basically, this paint was dry by the time I got to that one, but I just wanted to show you how I wrap my brush. So now I'm going to do just a tiny bit heavier of a coat, but I'm going to still do the same thing. Nice long strokes. And always finish out with nice long strokes. This is heirloom paint. It has a built-in top coat. It's absolutely wonderful. I'm not sponsored, but it is really fantastic paint. The only thing that stinks about it is obviously you have to order it online and have it sent to you, where when I do chalk paint from Home Depot, I can have it color matched into the paint color that the person wants, but then I still have to wax it and do all that extra work. This is a mineral paint. It is absolutely fantastic. I will drop a link in the description. You can actually get the water-based top coat, and you can do your counters. You can actually do inside your tub, tile walls. Look on their website and look for the water-resistant top coat, or whatever it's called. If you join them on Facebook, you can see all her awesome tutorials. She's very good at what she does. See, that's really nice, beautiful coverage. It's very pigmented, so it doesn't take a lot of paint. I just turned my heater on, so it's trying to catch up with the temperature in here. Don't forget to wrap up your brush. Now see, this is almost dry and I can do a third coat, and then I'll be completely done. I won't do any more coats after that. Now we just have to pick a color out for the drawers. I think I'm going to do a chalk paint. I saw a green that I have that I might like. It's kind of like a I don't know if it's a khaki green kind of army coat kind of a color, but I thought maybe that would look good with the gold hardware. Remember, this is the hardware. I don't think I'm going to replace it. I might keep it the same color. I might spray it the new gold color so it doesn't look like this. Give it more of an updated look. I'm going to take these outside and spray them. Actually, I picked this up from a place down the street. I love it. It's R&R Auctions. It's only $2.50. It's Krylon. It's awesome. But it has a really nice gold color to it. So I'm going to do this outside because I don't want to put a respirator on. And I'll be right back. Here's just a quick picture of them before. Here's the first coat. You can see a big difference. This is my my sample board. I kind of do everything on this one. I have to glue stuff up. And when it gets too beat up, then I just throw it out. Want to see what color we got here. This is that green I was talking about. like it. Let's let it dry for a minute. Come right back when it dries. Well, I think I like it. Turned a little darker. Yeah, I think it'll look good. Masculine, but grounding. Let's try it. I was going to paint these on the counter, but they're just too heavy for me to lift now. So I made this little contraption. It's nice. Gonna have my mister just in case. And the nice part about this is this is off the floor because it has adjustable legs. I'm just gonna wipe this off real quick because it's got some dust on it. And the mineral paint I'm going to use, it's perfectly fine if the wood is a little wet. So what I'm going to do is paint this, and then I'll come back and do the edges of the drawers. Oh, I can get it out. I'll come back and do the edges after because they're recessed. So you want to make sure you don't just paint the front edge. That's not very professional. So, all right, let's get to it. I like to have my paint close enough so I can spin this, but far enough away that it doesn't knock over my paint. And I'm just going to get the first coat on. The mineral paint's a little different. It dries hot as a rock. But you have to top coat it. It's very flat, which is fine. I don't mind waxing this. The wax, I don't use regular furniture wax. I use wax that actually hardens and makes a hard shell, so you don't have to continue to wax your furniture, which to me I would say would be a royal pain in the butt. And all my existing furniture in my house has the same wax finish on it. And we use all of our furniture. You know, if this is hard for your back, then have someone help you lift it and put it on the table. But kneeling on this mat works great. Do one side, take a break. You know, you don't have to do the whole thing at once. And sometimes I like to do the side to get the feel of the piece, see how the paint lays on it. See how the paint is moving that day, because you got to remember the temperature of your room. Also equates to how your paint flows and dries. And it looks like we might see some wood grain through this, although we won't know until we're done. If you guys didn't watch the other videos, this is a old desk that I turned into 2 end tables or nightstands or whatever you want to use them for. Just like to go over them before the paint sets up so you can lay out your lines. First coat is always going to look messy like this. I do 3 coats. First coat is always like this. Second coat goes on a little nicer. Third coat covers any holidays that you miss. And apparently some people that watch these videos have never heard that term before. I guess it's an old school saying talking about holidays. When you have holidays, it's basically missing areas. So you go back to check to see if you have any holidays. I guess people don't really know that, so I'm just explaining it. And even though I'm going with the grain, my next coat, I will be even more careful on how I lay it on here. But you see how nice this Lazy Susan is. You can get a 500-pound Lazy Susan metal dolly for $15, $20, maybe on Amazon. And all you have to do is put a piece of wood underneath and on top, like a sandwich. And you have yourself a carousel that turns, which is wonderful. So now I'm just checking real quick to see if there's any drips. Imperfections. Looking good. All right, I'm going to do the other one and then I'll get back to you guys. All right, this is how much I got done so far. There's 3 coats on the tops. This one has its second coat. This one still has its first coat. All right, today I'm getting the handles put on. I just tend to put them on loosely. And I go back and tighten them all after. I've already done my second coat. Finished up the paint. I'm going to let these cure before I close the drawers. So I'll just let them stay like this for a couple of days. Leave them open a crap. A little bit of scratching in the drawers, so I'm just going to use some beeswax and rub these down a little bit to get rid of any marks. Make them look a little more professional. This is what I use. Howard Feed and Wax. It's wood polish and conditioner. Works awesome. You can see I use it a lot. Well, actually, it's taken me probably a whole year to use this. But it's great. You just wipe it on You just need a small amount. And that little amount that I have on my rag will do the whole draw. Alright, so all I really have to do is get these staged, and yeah, let's get to that. So you don't have to have a studio to flip furniture. You can do it right in your house. Right before I moved, I was doing it in my spare room. I basically had a tarp, painter's tarp just like this. It has plastic on the back side. Huge, big giant tarp. Covered my whole room. It was probably 12 by 12. Obviously you have to be careful when you're flinging paint around, but it is what it is. Try not to get all that and I'll just go back and look through. See, that's a good color. That's a good color. That's a little washed out. Not horrible. So I'll cut all that out. I think I want to get that again and get the flowers in. Now, I have a software that I can fix. See how it's dark over here? I can actually shade this in. It actually works really great. Alright everybody, thanks for watching, and hope you like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. That helps me get my channel off the ground. Hope you guys have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next video.